upgrades done. We have another cruiser in this fleet. Still need another 3 for it to be at full strength, but we're creeping up there. We are creeping up there. Alright. Planetary administration on Illyria will be done in a bit. Population growth thing with the food is worn off. And our leader is now level 5.
Construction complete.
Oh. Game wants Illyria to be a generator world. I am saying to that, fuck no. If I can find it on here. Yeah, Tech World. Research lab build speed, researcher upkeep. Get a research lab down. That's going to provide 2 researcher jobs. In that case, get a second one down, since that won't be enough to placate the populace's need for jobs. And at any rate, having a second one will mean more research. Even if we also have to put more people to work generating consumer goods to make up for it, I'd say it'll probably be worth it. Probably. If we're lucky. The Ancient Kingdom. Once a word. Greetings, human friends. A recent anto-archaeological expedition on one of our planets uncovered several artifacts believed to have originated in the ancient Irasian precursor civilization. The artifacts are currently being displayed in a museum on Spetragenus, but in honor of the friendship between our 2 great empires, the Ancient Kingdom would like to donate one of the pieces to the High Kingdom of Terra. Arrangements have already been made to transport the artifact to Terra. Oh, that's so nice of you. We just needed one more to complete our research into them. That is so generous of them. As I said, Irasian home system located. After intense study of our recovered Irasian artifacts, scientists on Terra managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of Iras, the home system of the ancient Irasian civilization. Should launch an expedition to the system before someone else beats us to it. Attack the nearest science ship. And it's right next to Alpha Centauri, so no one's about to be beating us to that, fortunately. Apparently, we have a bunch of scientists sitting around not doing anything, so why don't you go off and survey that? Actually make some use out of the money you're being paid. And you other 2, I should have had you assholes just doing some assist research, but I haven't. Let's address that, shall we? Illyria? Needs assist research. Get your ass down there for that. And you. Actually, let's see out of all of our core worlds, which one's doing the most in the way of research? Elysium's not bad for research at the moment. So I think we'll also have some assist research on Elysium. After all, we're paying you bastards. We should have you actually doing something rather than just sitting around looking important. Alright. So start doing your damn jobs now. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Our scientist has leveled up. Very good indeed. I do appreciate me some nice leveling up. Get another cruiser in the second fleet, so we can get them up to strength as well. Declaring robots your rivals. Something's wrong with this picture. They're a bunch of freaking toasters. What do they care if you consider them your rival? I very much doubt they do. Would be my answer to that. It would be indeedsies. Some distant defense packs going on. And a couple of months, and our first research lab comes online. We'll finally have a dedicated tech world. Long bloody last. Not going to be especially big in population since it's a size 10 world, but hopefully we can work around that. Would be quite nice. Get yourself over to Illyria, so we can employ more people in the field of tech things. Although, maybe I should have moved them to Tritonus instead to hurry that whole thing along. Really, probably would have been the better idea, but whatever. Okay.
Construction complete.
Centauri's finished with its cruiser.
Foreign powers are engaging in active hostilities.
Okay. You want to fight the Hive again. Have fun. Have fun with that. But yes, I'm going to need more consumer goods output soon. Way to do your damn job, and you are on your way to help us out with our research, as are you. Having you people actually doing the things we pay you for will be nice, and less annoying than what you're usually off doing. A whole lot of nothing, in other words. Blah 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 blah. We would like your money. Okay, it's only 500 energy and 50 influence. Go on. Oh, we get 50 influence. We're not giving it away. That's much better. Get us up to our 6th cruiser in the 2nd fleet now. So it's time to begin assisting with research. And get a construction ship over to the Rassian home so that I can add that to my territory once we've surveyed it. It's one more system, and we don't really have anything we can do in ways of peaceful expansion at the moment. Given that we're a little bit boxed in right now. Hooray for assisting with research, by the way. That Aresian home system. Alien Rights Association. I could try suppressing them. It has 68 pops in it. That would just reduce everything more of a problem. I was thinking about trying to suppress the faction, make them less popular and therefore less effective, but that's probably a dumb idea. Plasteel armor is about done, and we've got a year to go on combat training. I wonder if there's anything actually worthwhile in the Serasian home system. We can already tell at a glance that there's not going to be any planets we can colonize, though if we're lucky, maybe a terraforming candidate that we could turn into a planet we can colonize. Thinking of terraforming candidates.
Science Division report success.
And I'll get back to that in a second. Plasteel armor researched. How's our research looking? Well, we could always do some more research, but Betharian power plant. Yes, please, is my first thought. Yes, please. I'd like some Betharian. I really would. Now let's pop over to Tritonus. If I can actually find it blatantly in front of me on the top of the list. Get them closer to being able to upgrade. Still need 2 more pops for that. It's about to go to only being 1 more pop though.
Anomaly found.
Okay, not gonna bother to read that
Construction
one, honestly.
complete.
And second fleet is up to 7.6k. Still need a bit more in the way of alloys to get the final cruiser.
Construction complete.
We are well on our way. And Illyria. They can have a generator district. Just make sure our energy income doesn't drop too low. But we're down to only 3 consumer goods right now. I need a consumer goods factory somewhere. Yeah, Valen, get me a bloody consumer goods factory. We need to start getting more consumer goods in again. Same deal with Regium, actually. You can also do consumer goods, even if it's not your speciality. Neratum? Fuck no. There we go. Tritonus will be up to only needing 1 pop fairly soon. Ransomers. An emergency transmission buoy floats in general orbit around Iras at 7B. Its outer casing is heavily damaged, seemingly by glancing weapons fire or a powerful explosion. It might be a human model for civilian ships designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm systems fail. The extent of the damage makes it impossible to know for certain. It is repeating a weak, distorted signal. Clean up that signal, please.
New sitrep.
And yeah, I've seen this event before. It's basically some human civilians going, "You've been captured by pirates, please help." And unfortunately, the location they spawn in tends to be rather random, so chances are it'll be located in a region of space I have no way to access, so we'll just sort of have to not do anything about it. Which is very unfortunate.
Special project complete.
Okay. Been verified as being of human make. Identify yourselves. This is the captain of the Luxian, a human civilian transport. Former captain, the Luxian is gone. You were boarded by pirates and taken captive before they blew up the ship. Who captured you? I think they called themselves the Ransomers. The Ransomeers? At any rate, they're a vile bunch. We'd all be dead already if they didn't think they could get something for us from the High Kingdom of Terra. I overheard them discussing their demands. We will rescue you. Well, thank you. We're being held in some space station, but I have no idea where we are beyond that. We'll increase the transmission burst now. It should let you triangulate the location of present from the emergency buoy.
New sitrep.
And they are magically located in a system where we have a space station. It's just an anchorage, but that anchorage should be more than enough to take out those idiot pirates who thought it was worth their while to pull shit with us. But now, since they're in our space, we can just go and deal with them. The first fleet hasn't got any combat practice in a while. They can go off and kill some pirates. It should help keep them in fighting shape at the very least. And we are about to get the last cruiser in the second fleet. And there we go. It's a couple of months away, but that cruiser being finished will allow me to move on. And then start on a third fleet. The pirate base, while fairly inconspicuous, is obvious when you know what to look for. A fleet in confused formation slowly... no, it doesn't. Our outposts kill the fleet. But yes, they're obviously not expecting us. Hello again, High Queen. I take it human ships are the cause of all this commotion? Our hosts seem about ready to leave their posts. And boarding this place would probably end badly for everyone involved. But if you attack the base directly, I think we can make a break for one of the lifeboats. Please try not to blow us up on our way out. Fair enough. First fleet,
Foreign
try
powers
not
are
to blow
engaging
them up.
in active hostilities.
And the Ravagers and the Hive are going to war. Yeah, you guys have fun with that. All the while, our fleet can just melt them, basically. As the pirate base slowly tears itself apart, in a savage chain reaction instigated by our military vessels, the search for the captive crew of the Luxian begins. If they made it to a lifeboat, they should be attempting to hail us by now. Scan all frequencies. High Queen, this is the crew of the Luxian. The plan went off without a hitch. Once you started bombarding the base directly, the guards took to their ships and we were able to break down the cell door. The lifeboats were unguarded, and it seems you kept the pirates busy enough that they did not care much about her escape. Welcome home. With the crew of the Luxian safely on their way back to Terra, disaster has been averted. The Terran people are sure to glory in the decisive actions of the High Kingdom of Terra's High Queen. The situation with the kidnapping ransomware pirates, as well as the pirate band itself, has come to an end. Some questions remain, mainly related to the much larger piratical navy the captives claim to have seen through portholes shortly after their capture. Considering the circumstances, it can safely be assumed that the threat appeared to be much grander than it actually was. The ransomers are over and done with. I wonder... ... And our entire population loves us more for a couple of years. We get some influence, okay? At the same time, our fleet can just go home. They're done here. And at the same time, we're still surveying the Eurasian home system, which, how this probe found its way to a system that we didn't even know existed right next to Alpha Centauri, I really have no idea about.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we need to get our ships back into port because right now we're spending a lot more credits on maintenance than we really should be. got a bunch more consumer goods coming in, so much better on that front. Much better. Still about 2 months to go on getting that last cruiser into play. Oh yes, much better on the energy front now. Much better. Four months, then 6 months on the army and Betharian plant now. So we're moving through some research options nice and quick, it looks like. And our friend down south is also surveying the region, annoyingly.
Construction complete.
Now have a full-strength second fleet as well. So we would, in fact, probably need both our fleets up there to take them on, and I just have to rely on being lucky enough to have the stellar hegemony not have too many forces in that region. Which is not what I'd like to do, but
Construction
whatever.
complete.
And 3 months, respectively, now. What's the increase to our resource production going to look like? Decent, we're up to 26 consumer goods. Minerals and energy is also perfectly fine considering what we've been building recently.
Science Division report success.
Nova Serica. That's another pop there. They can move over to Tritonus, actually, and just get us in a position to actually do that upgrade. There we go. Lock up planetary capital. We will also throw down a hydroponics farm on Elysium. Just for a little bit more food production there. Combat training research is done. So I think the next thing we want, I'm not actually sure. Claim influence is okay considering the stupid amount of claims that I do. Just because of the way I'm playing this. Heritage site is also an option. Naval capacity, obviously. I'm going to say no to the nutrient replicant for now. We've had the discussion about amoeba flagella. The obvious one is Gene Warrior armies, but I think we have enough naval capacity for now. 60 will get us a decent start on our current fleet. On our next fleet, I mean. So, I'm going to go for Gene Warrior Army. Just so we can start having our super soldiers being a thing. Because super soldiers. Barnard Star 3 has finally been terraformed. Ready for that? going to start colonizing it. I'm going to call it Colonia Aurora because I'm lazy and I like that name. So, let's see the time on the others. That's a year... Yeah, basically a year left on the other two. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Science Division reports success.
And there comes Petherian Power Plant. Next thing we want, I think, is exotic gas refineries, so that we can start making exotic gases, because if I remember right, the next level of research lab building requires exotic gases, so that'll be quite useful for us. Also, only a year and a half away from the advanced reactors, which will let us upgrade the fleet even more. Now, how far are we along for this system? We're almost done, in fact. There's just Erasia, their actual homeworld, and its moon. But I want to do Erasia last, just because I'm thinking there'll probably be some things of dramatic importance happening there when we survey it, so get that order like that. Now, tell me what's going on with the former Erasian homeworld. Completely devoid of life, apparently. It's probably not going to be a terraforming candidate either, because that would be too nice of the developers. We all know that Paradox is pure evil.
System reconnaissance completed.
The Erasian homeworld. Erasia, the former homeworld of the Erasian Concordat. Someone has, relatively recently, within the last 2,000 years, gone through the trouble of systematically bombarding every square meter of the moon's surface from orbit, possibly a misguided attempt to keep the Jovian pox from resurfacing. Despite this, the surface is still covered in the fossilized remains of billions of Erasians who succumbed to the plague in the final years of their empire. At the time it had spread to their homeworld, most of the worlds in the Erasian Concordat had already fallen, and their alien vassals were in open revolt. Judging by ancient satellite logs recovered from orbit, the mood among the population of the Erasian homeworld was largely resigned by this point. The widespread panic that accompanied the first outbreaks of the pox on the colonies was largely absent, as most had come to accept the fact that the end was drawing near. Great. And we found a relic, a sample of the Javorian pox. 30 minor artifacts, a lot of unity, 500 physics, and 2,000 minerals. Also the secrets of the Erasians minor artifact action. Wait, why are we collecting plague samples? That seems kind of dumb to me, but I'll get the reduction in our pop amenity usage now, and then we can start moving down that side of things. As I think. Get through harmony, and I think next I'll be unlocking the ability to make an ecumenopolis. Because ecumenopolis. And Javorian pox sample passively gives our leader 20 years more lifespan, and Activating it enables the Pox orbital bombardment stance. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't feel like trying it either. I'm short 6 minor artifacts on what I would need to be able to delve into the secrets of the Eurasians. I would very much like to do that, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to just yet. For now, though, I'm going to build a starbase. It's here. And you, my scientist friend, can head over and assist research back on Terra. That'll be your job for now. How about Terra? I'm going to build one Corvette, London class, over on the Old Ash Station and use that as the template for the 3rd fleet that I plan to pull together. And Terra can move their unemployed pop over to Illyria, so we can get closer to having the 15 we need to throw down
Construction complete.
Another research lab for even better research. Class is 3. And Old Ash is their home base. Now it's time for some fleet manager stuff. We want 25 London class, 17 Nagasaki class. I'm gonna set up my fleet design. It's going to undoubtedly take a very long time to get this fleet fully thrown together, and the fact that we definitely don't have the naval capacity for a 3rd fleet, but I want to get started on it. I want 5 of the Barcelona, Belgrade, and Geneva class destroyers, respectively. And for cruisers, 1 Prague, 2 Vienna, 4 Warsaw. There we go. Class 3 will stay without an admiral for now, though. And I'll build it up as we're able. And, you know, I kept talking before about how we wanted to be stronger than the Anto so I could conquer them. Well, they were so nice as to give us the last piece of the puzzle we needed to find the Eurasian home system. I might actually give them a stay of execution, for lack of a better phrase, and
Construction
refrain
complete.
from doing anything so
Construction
nasty
complete.
as that. Now let's build up that system, grab all the energy, minerals, research, and alloys from that place. We now have the Eurasian home system within our borders. And just as I thought, Eurasia is absolutely not a world that we can terraform. But speaking of terraforming, let's head back to the Sol system and check out Mars. What do I need to be able to terraform Mars? Climate restoration. I'll have to keep an eye out for the climate restoration technology to be able to terraform Mars into a continental world, because having a colony on Mars would be kind of awesome. It really would. And here comes the colony ship.
Construction complete.
That's going to be another colony that gets established now. We've also not got very long before our other two worlds that we're terraforming finish, so I'll be able to set up 2 more colonies. Keep at it, everyone. We'll have a bunch more colonies in no time. And I didn't realize this, but I've actually somewhat inadvertently ended up doing a tall playthrough, since I am primarily expanding through vassals rather than owning places myself, so we are rather unexpectedly actually playing tall. It's not like I intended on it, but
Construction complete.
that is how things have basically ended up shaping up. A completely unintentional tall playthrough. It's a bit mad, isn't it, the way stuff like that can happen. Oh well. No big deal.
Construction complete.
Not like I did it on purpose or anything. Just... let's see. You, my friend, can move to Illyria and get us some more research labs so that we can research faster. Going to eat into that consumer goods income a bit, but it's not really something I'm too bothered about, considering we have plenty of space to get more consumer goods income.
Construction complete.
All that starbase finished. Building those couple of ships, so build another Corvette. There we go. 2 more planets we can colonize. I'll need a bunch more alloys to do that, though, so in pursuit of that, I'm going to sell a bunch of minerals. Now, we have what we need to colonize these 2 worlds. So over the Sirius system, this is going to be our 2nd colony in the same system as Nova Serica. What do I want to call it? Not actually sure. I want it to be another Nova or something, just because having 2 of those in the same system I think would be kind of cool. Let's see what the random generator comes up with. Scythia. Nova Scythia. That works for me. And If you guys have another name that you'd rather I use instead, let me know. I'm not opposed to changing my colony names, or system names for that matter. Over here... Iberia, I think. Actually, no. This is going to be a completely un-Roman themed name, and I'll call this colony Warsaw. There we go. Two more colonies to set up. And distant peace treaty. Don't care about the distant peace treaty, but more colonies equals more income equals more stuff to build more places to build stuff. And as I was saying,
our pioneers have made planetfall.
I got so thoroughly interrupted. We did kind of inadvertently start doing a tall playthrough just by virtue of the fact that, as a feudal empire, the vast majority of my expansion is through vassals, and that's kind of neat how I did that completely by accident. Definitely is kind of neat.
Construction complete.
All dash is done. Pirates sighted. Because I'm not protecting my trade very much.
Science Division reports a
there
new
are
breakthrough.
pirates in the Sirius system bombarding our colony there. This is intolerable. Send the fleet in. No, they're not bombarding the colony. They're coming from Nova Serica's criminal underground, I guess is what's going on. And that's not a system with an upgraded starport in it. Still, our fleet should get there in time to kick some ass. No problem. And antimatter reactor, done so. Let's see. We don't actually need more survey speed right now, so that's worthless. I'll go for advanced shields and get our shield tech even further up, I think.
Station reports enemy contact.
Yes, we know about the pirates. The second fleet's being sent off to squish them. You can relax. Greetings, patron Fausta Autumn Stars. Or the second, or the first rather, the exclamation mark looked like a 1 for a second. You have come up with a gorgeous new type of architecture, specifically tuned and improved crowds' understanding of one another. A ministry of culture, and functions thanks to a mix of using the populace's subconscious bias against each other and art, and smashing it all and preventing a new form of unity. Would you like to purchase this building? It will surely prove useful to binding your empire together, and is a bargain if I may say so myself. 2,000 energy. Yeah, sure. I'll have one of those. I'll sell some volatile motes to get my energy up there again. Tritonus is done with a thing. Speaking of Tritonus, consumer goods and community and society research. Reduces 3 jobs. Yeah, I'm actually going to put that on Tritonus. This may be a stupid idea, but I've never actually used the Ministry of Culture building before. I always just kind of
Construction
get
complete.
it and then totally ignore it, so it's better than nothing, is my thinking. Okay. I am confused. Do we have unemployed workers or not, game? On Elysium. The planet UI says we don't, but the outliner UI says we do. I've had this happen a few times before, and it is so aggravating to be getting conflicting bloody information like that, honestly. And my pirate friends, it is time for your punishment. For daring to do something as illegal as raid my trade routes, you die. Not even a single injury. You can go home. And that debris is a waste of time, as far as actually bothering to survey it, so I won't bother to survey it. Okay, what's up with our energy income? It's because my fleet's not docked at the moment, isn't it? And it's righted itself. I don't know what was going on with that. So bloody weird. It really is. Okay, continue reinforcing the fleet so we can get them up to a reasonable strength. And I may actually end up waiting until we have 3 fleets available to use before I fight that war. I wouldn't actually be too opposed to the idea. It would be kind of nice to have multiple fleets available at once.
Construction complete.
Our 3rd fleet has more ships in it, so keep on adding. I can get a corvette basically every 2 months.
Construction
Certainly
complete.
helps.
Construction complete.
There goes 2 more colony ships. Off to do their colonization thing. Alright. Now,
Construction complete.
Bolivia, they're all doing their jobs. Elysium's population is actually going to move to Nova Serica. So we can get started on... Oh. Elysium is the one that's deliberately trying to confuse with stuff. Right. I hate that bug. At least I assume it's a bug, but it's just so annoying that the outliner UI and the planet UI are telling me different information there. It's super bloody distracting. It really is.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Science Division
Build another
reports success.
ship. It's out of gas refinery done. Now. I'm thinking we get level 2 strike craft, since I have an entire class of cruisers I'm basically using as carriers. We want as good strike craft as we can get. That's a pretty big upgrade too, considering. But there's also better engineering research as an option. Screw it. We want better strike craft to have our smaller pew-pews be able to shoot down the enemy much more effectively. I'm gonna buy a bunch of alloys now and use that for a great big fleet reinforcement. Continue on growing the third fleet, which it only has corvettes, but it's not gonna be that long before the third fleet is above 1,000 strength. Yep, 1k fleet now. How nice. That is just such the nice fleet. And we're mining everything that's there to mine in the Eurasian home system. So it's time for us to go and get ourselves 10 research in every category. Which, that's nice and all, complete. But I've heard it said, and I'm of a mind to agree, that the Eurasian precursor event chain is actually, mechanically speaking, the weakest of all of them. I'm inclined to agree with that, especially considering that
construction
the
complete.
Cybrex tree, you actually get a ring world that you can repair. You get a damaged ring world from the Cybrex tree. From the First League one, you get a relic world that you can turn into you can repair and make an ecumenopolis. And those, the Cybrex, the First League, and now these ones over here, the Eurasians, are the only of them that I've actually finished. So the one where they kill themselves because the entire world's a virtual reality simulation.
Our pioneers have made planetfall.
I don't know what that is, so I can't give you an answer as to how mechanically optimal it is, but the Eurasian chain definitely feels really weak when compared to the First League and Cybrex. When compared to those two, it definitely feels weak. Not to say that it is or isn't weak, but it does feel that way. So, any thoughts on that, guys? Do let me know. I'm honestly curious what you think of the various precursor event chains, because, like I said, the one on this one, the Eurasian one, just doesn't feel that strong compared to some of the others.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay. Tritonus can send some of their population over to Nova Serica, I think.
Construction complete.
And we are done in the Eurasian home system. Brief check of how everyone's feeling and stability. Nova Serica is the the place with negative stability right now. I'm also going to send our pop that just grew up on Terra over to Nova Serica. Congratulations, you've been volunteered to live on the Forge world, where you will do unfulfilling, back-breaking labor in order to fuel the Empire's war machine. Have fun. Have fun. And we'll have another pop very shortly on that planet.